So, what was the first beer that you ended up brewing?
Well, that's a great question, Jeremy, because there's the first beer that I brewed, and then there's the first beer that I successfully brewed
Okay.
and bottled. So,
Okay, so we talk about the zero gravity disaster first. Okay. So
yeah,
what happened there?
my first attempt was 2 Octobers ago,
Okay.
and just it was like I had the equipment for a couple months and got the wild hair to start. Went with the I forget what it was called, like the Freedom Pale Ale or whatever the standard. You can find it pretty easily
Oh, yeah, yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I'm just saying I'm on the
online.
box. Yeah.
Right, but it was it's an all grain setup, so I got my malt, my hops, and everything ready to rock. Everything was going as well as it could. I was texting Garrett like I mentioned earlier, and did the initial boil. Obviously, brought the water up to temp, stuck all the grains in there, tossed the water and the grains into the igloo. Um, yeah, when I took my initial, gravity reading, out of I sparged, did all that, and I even had the boil started. Took some gravity readings, obviously let it cool down, and 0. It was like 0 IG. There was nothing going on. I'm like, "Okay." So now I have this to, like, troubleshoot. Like, did I get like, I know I didn't get it, I didn't take it off the top. I made sure it was a pretty good sample. Fast forward to, sending Garrett photos of this, that, the other
Hmm.
thing, and, um, I dug into my mash tun and sent him a photo of my grain, and I was like, "Does this need to, like, my grain wasn't milled." It was like I just stuck the unmilled grain in there, without realizing or remembering. I don't know if it's just that was a piece of knowledge that dropped off for me, I guess, was I sort of just assumed that, it would soak in and
Hmm.
do all the
Hmm.
things that it needed to do. Nope, you gotta actually chop it up and grind it
Yeah,
out, so
crack it a little bit.
yeah. But in the grand scheme of things that can go wrong during a brew day, like that was, there's so many things that can go wrong, and to have something that's pinpointed like that is pretty I hear is pretty good.
Hmm. Yeah, a buddy of mine just did that. I want to say 3, 4 months ago, and he's been brewing for quite a while as well too. So he bought some grains from an old homebrew shop where he's from, and he dumped it in his kettle, get things going. It's like, man, he had a little bit of gravity, but it was pretty low overall. I was like, what's going on here? This thing, he scooped it up. Like, oh, these are not even. They're not. This hasn't been milled. So he hurried up and
Ugh,
grabbed some dry malt extract and started pouring it in there just to get something
yeah,
going, right? Because he's already started. He's invested. Time's already been going on. So
yeah.
he ended up saving it. I've not tried it yet. I think this is Blonde Ale. So I think I have to get a
Yeah.
hold and see how that actually turned out. So
I
okay, so the
was
one you
I
actually
was
did
so,
that
like,
turned.
I was so ready to, I was texting my uncle who's a home brewer. And yeah, he was like, "Yeah, you could put some DME in there, you could do," but I was just like, "I've been up since 6 AM, I got stuff to do after this, like, I gotta call it, unfortunately." So, that ended up being a full-on dumper.
Well, I've not had a dumper that way. But I've had dumpers from like infections or just didn't taste good. I've had one I talked about last week actually. I forgot about that story. I don't remember what style it was. I don't recall, but I knew I was excited to make it. I made it. I poured a pint and smelt it. It smelled fine. I took a drink. I'm like, this tastes kind of funny. This doesn't taste right.
Mm,
Well, what's going on here? So I thought, well, maybe the glass. I don't know. So I grabbed another glass, did the same thing, still smelled great. Tastes like Band-Aid. It's like, what the heck is Band-Aid? So I go to
yeah,
Google, look up, we get Band-Aid flavor, da 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 da. I was like, there's really no fixing that. I was like, all right, dump that 5 gallons.
yep, yep, yep,
Good
I
times.
forget what, chemical but I've heard, yeah, the Band-Aids is a
Yeah,
definitely a big
it's
off flavor.
pretty gross, pretty gross.
Yeah.
So okay, so you've had your first day, not first day, first brew fail, basically. It sounds
Yeah.
like.